Rickey, Smiley, Unleashed, man. We just gonna talk about the workplace, man, and having appropriate behavior in the work. I don't care where you are. I get so many messages from friends of mine that that work, and that's trying to go to work and trying to feed their families. If you got somebody that work at your office, man, that's attractive and beautiful, and all that kind of stuff, man. Listen, these days, especially with this hashtag movement and stuff going on, man, you best not say nothing. And I'm going to tell you, let me just give you an example. It's a lot of women work up here at this radio station, and I promise you, I don't enter no area of the building where there are no cameras, especially being high profile and being a public figure. I'm just not doing it. It's just not worth it. It's 100 women working at the radio station, but it's 100 million women outside of this building. If I want to holler at somebody and tell somebody they look nice, I promise you, it ain't never been, in the workplace. And I just want to tell all these men and all these women, these folks, man, especially, you trying to make a living, you don't have time for that. And I'm not doing this to throw off on nobody. If I can save somebody's job or save somebody today by telling them how to be professional in a work setting, or whatever. Now here inside of this room, inside of the morning show, there's an understanding. Most of the time when I come in, I hug Eva and hug Brett. Me and Brett, like, brothers and sisters, we play, fight, all that kind of stuff. Morning show is different because, like, we are real family. But you have to be really, really careful in the workplace of what you say to people. You don't have to compliment, no clothes. If you want to tell her she look nice, make sure that everybody in the room say, hey, you look today, or whatever. You don't even have to say that. Just say it's good to see you. Mm-hmm. And ain't nothing wrong with a fist pound and a high five. And sometimes as black folks, and I just have to say this, when black people in the workplace become cousins, like naturally, and sometimes, man, it's just a little too touchy-feely, even for me. It's just too much hugging. You just don't have to hug every time you see somebody, in the workplace. And I know we down home, sometimes, like, I be doing meet and greet or whatever. I just want to shake hands. And then you always get that one, well, I'm going to get her. No. You're going to get what everybody else get. I'm going to do this handshake or this high five. Because I'm sweating, it just came out, sometimes, man, people become just a little too familiar. And you don't want people out there, you don't want to have no human resource record, you don't want to be investigated by your company and be embarrassed like that and go through stuff like that. And I just want to try to encourage everyone, to make sure that you're on point and you have appropriate behavior and watch things that you say in the break room, things that you do talk about in the break room or whatever, because it is not worth your job. Don't ever get so comfortable at work with anybody at work that you say things that you could not say. They might laugh it off, and you might say something funny that's borderline, and everybody get a big laugh and walk off, and you think it's over. And then the minute one of them males or females get mad at you because you didn't give them the raise that they deserve or give them what they want or whatever, they'll go back and find that day when you made that joke, that bad joke or whatever, and report you to human resources. I'm just telling y'all. I hope I don't get no kind of backlash. I'm just trying to give you knowledge, so a little bit of knowledge to protect yourself and where you can have a job and keep your job. You just don't want to lose your job. And in this hashtag Me Too movement, whatever, there's a lot of people, women have been taken advantage of, or whatever. And sometimes, women do and say things that's inappropriate in the workplace, in the workspace. If you ain't trying to motivate, encourage, or uplift, something like that, or talk about sports, maybe not so much about politics or whatever, or religion, kind of, lead the conversation, politics and religion out. But if you want to talk about things to do and team building and kids and all this kind of stuff or whatever, but there are just some things that are just inappropriate in the workplace. And one thing that I try my very best to do is to strive to be professional. On the issues that I ever have at work, I have to get into it with somebody every now and then, because I'm one of them type of employee that I like to bully the bully. because, when I walk in the workplace, man, even the security guards downstairs, I know everybody by name. When I had my little sitcom on TV One, even though Gary talk about it real bad, I knew everybody that build the set, to the workers, to the people that clean up. I speak to everybody by name. I don't walk around here act like I'm bigger and better than everybody in the workplace. And I just try to stay in a general area where can't nobody say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I'm like Joe Osteen. If I got to meet with somebody private in an office one-on-one, sometimes I prefer to have somebody to to come in there where you won't nobody, unless it's somebody that I'm really, really comfortable with or whatever, and I can have a private conversation with like everybody in this room. But, other people, man, meeting them, in the office or whatever, door closed or whatever, if I'm not comfortable or whatever, I'm real skeptical about stuff like that where you won't say that I've done anything. Be really careful in your decision making and things that you say in the workplace, and let's try to be respectful of these ladies, whether they have a husband or not. There's too many women out here for you to be trying to get with somebody in the workplace. It's not appropriate. It's not professional. It's not professional that you carry on a relationship with somebody that work in the building, because what you say, Gary, you don't eat at where you
you don't eat where you use the bathroom.
Right, exactly. It's too much out there. It's too many single women out there for you to be trying to get with somebody that work with you in the workplace. I know they thick, and I know some of them fine and beautiful and attractive or whatever. If you quit your job or something, or you become a part-time employee or whatever, you want to holler, you do it outside the building or whatever, I don't know. But don't. Just don't do it. Don't say nothing. Don't pay no compliments or whatever. Let the other lady pay the compliment, and then you agree, yes, that is a nice dress. But don't you be the one to say it. So use a little bit of wisdom and use a little bit of discretion and keep your job.